Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk headsets. So if you want to learn more about the headset that I purchased, stick around.
Dang, this looks like a cliff. I mean, this is a cliff. All right, I can do it. Hang on, let me figure out which way we go. I think we stay, I don't know. Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, so past 4 or 5 years, I've been a Sena guy. At one point I had the, what's the one, the SR something that's integrated into the Neotech helmet. I had that one, and then I got a Sena 20, and then I went to the Sena 30. I don't know why I went to Sena, but that's what I've used. And just kind of recently, a friend of mine bought a Cardo unit, the Cardo Black, I believe. And I started looking at Cardo units. I decided for a lot of different reasons, I wasn't 100% happy with Sena. I'd give Cardo a shot. So when I went to purchase, they had just released the Sena Edge, which is what this is, the Pack-Talk Edge, I think they call it. And without really understanding a lot about it, I purchased it. So let's talk about what it is. So the first thing that I noticed, and they rant about it, was it is a magnetic connection. At first I thought, who really cares? What's the big deal? And then I learned how that really helps me. Now, I always purchase a dual pack, off-road helmet, on-road helmet. And I do that for when I do long distance rides. I can, while one's charging, use one, swap them. Even though this does allow you to charge it and use it at the same time, it's just easier. With it being a magnetic mount, what I found was, while at speed, going down the road, I was able to, there's a little tab right here, and take a glove off and you can push it off and just, it pulls forward pretty simple. I could take the old one off, throw it in my tank bag, which is where I charge it, take the new one, put it right on, and never break stride. So that was a huge plus to me. The wheel for volume and some of those things, it seems backwards to me. I'm used to like rotating things to the back. This goes forward for volume. This has the JBL speakers, so they're a little bit bigger in diameter. It didn't matter in this helmet. In my Neotech, which has spots for speakers, the speakers are actually a little bit bigger than the hole. Still fits in there fine and works great. And I will say this Cardo unit is much louder than the Sena 30 I had. The Sena 30 worked okay for music and phone calls, but for whatever reason, some of the podcasts that I listened to, I couldn't hear them. So I could not listen to a podcast at speed, and I'm talking highway speeds. With the Cardo unit and the JBL speakers, I can listen to anything I want. So it works very well. Love that magnetic mount. That's worked out well for me. I do not use the app. I use the app and update it back and forth. But because I ride a BMW with a TFT screen, and the way you have to route all these Bluetooth connections, I can't use the app on a day-to-day basis. But it works well. In most of my riding, I'm by myself. I have not even tried the mesh system. So open mesh, they call it. I don't even know if it works. I don't know. Haven't ridden with enough people to see if it does work. So the Bluetoothing seems really simple, straightforward, but there is one issue that I have. So with the BMW, and maybe it's BMW's issue, not Cardo's issue, but when I start off for my day, I come out, I turn my helmet on, and while I'm, zipping up jacket or whatever the case may be, the helmet's going through its startup system, and you can hear it ping, and it'll tell you what the battery life is and all those things. And then I turn the bike on. In that order, typically right off the bat, it connects and I don't have any issues. I then start the bike and go on about my life. Now, when I stop, so if it's a day ride, meaning, I'm going out for 4 or 5, 6 hours, whatever the case may be, I typically wouldn't even shut my helmet off. Headsets are good for, they say, 10 hours. So if I make a stop for gas or a Coke or a cup of coffee or something, I typically wouldn't even shut this off. Now, when I turn the bike back on, it just doesn't seem to connect right. I seem like I get really frustrated, man. I'm an old grumpy guy, and I have to shut everything off, to include the headset again, and start over. It seems really frustrating. When I did my LDX ride, 7 days, big long rides, integrating back and forth, I was able to use the bike through the connectivity. I was able to get it started in that method. But I can't really tell you what the right method is. I just know it seems like the best way to get it to get paired up with everything is to shut this off every single time, turn this on, and then turn the bike on. So when you stop for fuel, if you're trying to communicate, with someone else beside you, it's kind of a flaw to me. If you understand the BMW, you have to shut the bike off. It won't open the gas tank. So I don't know if it's a BMW issue or a Cardo issue, but battery life seems to be a solid 10 hours. I'll give it that. Volume and speaker quality is an A+. I'll give it that. On the very back, now their website, they say this bad boy's waterproof, right? Waterproof. On Sena, they say water resistant. So if you drowned it, what's going to be the difference? I don't know, man. I mean, I've ridden through some storms with my Sena 30. It didn't stop working. But on the very back, there's a little rubber boot area here. And this is where you charge it, okay? This doesn't seem, you probably can't see that, but see how it's flared up? Man, you really got to push and pull and prod, and there's times where I'm done messing with it and I just ride. There, I got it stuck in there pretty good that time. So that needs to be secured well and properly to be waterproof. I wish there was a different type of closing door, but look at the magnetic part. Every time. No more of that looking in the mirror trying to slide your headset on. That works very well. Super thin. The button options, bottom 2 turn it on, bottom 2 turn it off, bottom 1 puts it in pairing mode. I don't even know. I don't even know what that button does. Volume, roll it forward. Great volume, great quality for a headset. I give the Cardo thumbs up. Seems like a lot of people are Sena, but this seemed to be a good purchase for me. All right. Hope you got something out of the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you're notified next time a video comes out. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be safe.